All right, y'all. So listen, this is some quick morning news roundup. All right, quickly, very quickly. So look, first of all, I need y'all to like, I need you to comment, I need you to subscribe. So look, let's first get into this video, right? So this morning, all right, morning of September 24th, all right, 2025, a man opened fire on ICE agents and detainees, but only shot detainees. So only victims of the shooting are detainees. That is the only victims.
We believe that he was shooting at law enforcement and the detainees from an apartment building. Again, those details are still murky. It looked like it might have been a sniper or some sort of a long form shot. But as soon as we have more information, we will give that out. But we do ask the American public, please join us in praying for the victims, for our law enforcement. You know, we've been saying for months that the rhetoric around our law enforcement, particularly ICE, the dehumanization, the demonization, has spun so far out of control, and that someone is going to get hurt.
Okay, I can't watch this. I can't watch this in good faith. I can't watch this in good faith. I'm gonna turn that off. Listen, all the other news outlets and every other single report, only detainees were shot. Only detainees have wounds. And the shooter, they didn't shoot the shooter. The shooter killed himself with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. So no officers were shot. None. Not a single law enforcement official. And when she says the rhetoric, also the demonization and the dehumanization of other people has to cease. These are people at the end of the day. Yes, they're here illegally. Yes, if you want to deport them, yeah, it has to happen, right? If you get caught, you get caught. That is what it is, right? So you get deported. However, we still have to look at these people as human beings. The only crime they committed was wanting a better life for themselves and wanting to be a part of the greatest country in the world. Who doesn't want to join the winning team? Like it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But you still, there's a legal avenue in which you're supposed to go through to join this country. Now, the legal avenue is very slow. I will acknowledge it's very slow, but that's what's supposed to happen. Now, TSU, okay, they had people come onto the campus, all right? They had people come onto the campus and got a little ahead of myself. So listen, these people went to TSU, okay, Tennessee State University's campus in HBCU with these signs: DEI should be illegal, and then deport all illegals. Now let's talk. This is not how you start a friendly conversation or debate. And why are you coming here? Why are you going there? Why are you going to an HBCU to have the debate? Why? There's no reason to do that. Now, excuse me, let me show you the outcome. The outcome is this.
Yeah, they threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest. They just tried to hit the car. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
Yeah. So, listen. You can't be coming into other people's spaces and purposely antagonizing them. That's ridiculous. These people didn't want y'all there. Go where people want to have the conversation. People don't want to have a conversation. They don't want to have an adversarial conversation. All right? An inherently adversarial conversation. You came there for a reason, for clickbait, for views. You know what I'm saying? No. And you're not a student of the university. You didn't even, listen, these people didn't even properly register. No prior notice. So I'm going to read TSU statement. Today, a group of individuals unaffiliated with Tennessee State University appeared on campus without prior notice. Anytime Charlie Kirk showed up somewhere, he got prior notice from the university. He got prior approval to then be there. And then couldn't nobody say nothing to them. Couldn't nobody protest them. But these people, they just woke up one morning and they were like, I want to go to the HBCU and antagonize these black people. So that's what they did. All right. In accordance with university policy, any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitting. Campus police and staff responded promptly, and the individuals were escorted from the university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that the campus remains safe, welcoming, and an orderly environment for all members of our community. They're not members of the community. They did not join under the proper, they did not show up under the proper circumstances. All you had to do was call ahead. They could have did this like a month down the road, got it approved, and then actually showed up there and had their debate. They could have, because then you get your signs approved, you get everything that you're going to bring approved. And then that's it. Then you show up to the school, you record your content. It's fine. First Amendment, it's fine, but you have to get approval from the campus. Why? Because if you are not a student there, you have there's no purpose for you being there, trying to hold or stage any type of event. You can't host an event without approval from the school. Hopefully this makes sense for you, some of y'all. Hopefully this makes, I support the students protesting that, because they shouldn't have been there. All right. Those two individuals, or three, or however many it was of them, they didn't need to be there. All right. Now, my last up. All right. Look, so Range Day Bro, all right, has new information on the Charlie Kirk assassination. The new video evidence changes it literally does. Okay. I'm here to tell you, the FBI or Utah State Police or whoever has that man in custody, they got the wrong dude again. They got the wrong dude again. Because if you remember, and I'll pull it up on screen. If y'all remember, this is where we were told Charlie Kirk was shot from, by 306 round, right? 380, I believe was the round. The problem with that is a 380 can burst concrete, like burst. So if it goes in, it's boom, like that. So that means he wasn't shot with a 380, because it carries too much power. So, Byron, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, all right, I'm saying that, very simply put here, this dude might be a case of all of these people were showing up to shoot this dude. There might have been multiple parties involved. Maybe. I don't know. But all I can tell you for sure is this bullet that he shot from over here is not the one that hit him. It's not. Okay, and you can check out that video evidence in his video. He has to show some really graphic material that I'm not comfortable sharing. I watched the video, but he shares some really, really graphic material that I just can't get with it. I can't get with it as far as like showing it on my channel. But if you want to watch his video, you're more than welcome to watch his video. All right. So to TLDR and give you the short version of what's in his video, Charlie shot from right back here, right? And then the exit wound is in his neck, which is why we seen the blood spill out the way it did, because that's the exit wound. And it wasn't a 380 round. It's probably a 5.56, if not 9 millimeter. It was something else completely. It was a completely different size round. All right. And I want to be very clear on that. It's a completely different size round. And that's why he locked up the way he did, because it severed his spinal cord right here. And so his whole body seized up, because that's the last input it got. Very unfortunate. Again, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunate that it happened to him. But yeah, it looks like, and I'm telling you beyond a shadow of a doubt, in this video here, they got the wrong man. All right. I'm going to link to that video in my description of this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. This has been your news update in the morning. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Stay blessed.